Hey you guys, this is Kristen coming at you live from Bethera, South Carolina, and tonight I'm going to be making some keto pumpkin bread. I'm super excited about it. I've never made this before, and I'm just really anxious about trying it. So you guys asked for some pumpkin recipes, so here we are, and I'm going to try to keep them coming for you. So if you're joining me live, if you will drop a 1 in the comments and let me know that you're here, don't forget to let me know where you're coming from. Also, if you are watching on the replay, that means when you look up, you don't see that red line up there that says live. Go ahead and drop I miss you in the comments. And if you're new and you've never seen any of my videos before, if you will drop new, I love to give those people a full name shout out. So this is gonna take me about an hour. I've got my oven, it's already preheated. It's on 325 right now. It's good to go. So I'm gonna mix it up. I think the mixing part is only gonna take a few minutes. And then what I'll do is I will drop in the comments the picture of what it looks like whenever I'm finished. Hey Kristen, hey Lucy, hey Denise, hey Kimberly, hey Brandy, hey Shelly. Thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. Hey Rose. So here we go. We're gonna go ahead and start with our dry ingredients. The dry ingredients that we're going to use for this are almond flour, coconut flour, and then I'm also going to use some Swerve and a little bit of baking powder, and then my seasonings, I'm going to use some salt, which I just realized I'm getting kind of low. I need to get some pink salt, and then some pumpkin pie spice because obviously it's pumpkin bread. So anyway, Corin, I hope you really like this version of it. It is a keto-friendly version. Hey Christy, hey Stacy, I'm so glad y'all are here. So we're gonna go ahead and start. What I've got here, I'm gonna start with 3/4 cup of Swerve, and I'm actually down to like the bare minimum down here. So if I don't have enough of this, then I do have a fresh bag over there. And it's kind of starting to get clumpy. Hey Teresa, hey Kim, thank y'all for joining me. And if you guys don't mind sharing this video out, if you have like a fall recipe group or like a pumpkin group or keto food recipes, whatever floats your boat, whatever you think would be beneficial. If you'll, I may have to just pour this because it's like down in the bottom. Whatever you think would benefit from it. All right, so there's 1. There's 2. I knew I was gonna have to open up a new one. Let me throw this away. Fresh bag to the rescue. Y'all, I made so much of that that gumbo last night. We're having leftovers because it was a lot. All right, we'll do 1 more Swerve. And I am using regular granular Swerve. This is a erythritol, which is a sugar alcohol, so it doesn't affect your blood sugar, and it is a great natural sweetener that you can use. Thank you for sharing, Becky. Hey, Susan. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Stacy. All right, so 3/4 cups of Swerve. Now I'm going to do a 1/2 cup of coconut flour, and I've had people ask me before, does it matter about the flours that you use? When a recipe says use coconut flour, I use coconut flour. If it says use almond flour, I use almond flour. If it says use both, I use both, because almond flour and coconut flour have different textures and they absorb moisture differently. Coconut flour absorbs more than almond flour. And so I'm going to use only a 1/2 cup of coconut flour, but I'm going to use 2 cups of almond flour. Okay. Let me take it out the bag. And I am using just the Walmart brand because it's not really a big deal to me. The other ones, so there's 1/2, 1, 1/2, and 2 cups of almond flour. And that's almost all she wrote. Okay, now I'm gonna put in my baking powder, okay? I'm going to do 2 teaspoons. If you don't want to use baking powder, you can use xanthan gum, but I will be careful. Xanthan gum it's a little bit different. I said how much? 2 teaspoons of that. I think baking powder works just fine. Let's see, 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. Grab a paper towel. Pumpkin pie spice. If y'all don't have pumpkin pie spice, all it is cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, and allspice. So if you don't have pumpkin pie spice, you probably have the rest of those. Of course, I can't stick that in there. How much did I say? 2 teaspoons. There's 1. and 2. I'm just curious, do y'all like go for the name brand spices, or do y'all just like pick up spices like whatever brand? I don't really care. Like I usually don't care. This one's McCormick, but I normally don't care. All right, so there is the pumpkin pie spice. Now I'm gonna add in a 1/4 teaspoon of pink salt. And then that is it for my dry ingredients. So I'm gonna give this a mix. Try to get some of those clumps out. The Swerve, that one was kind of clumpy. You use whatever brand, Kayla. Kimberly does generic. Yeah, I don't really care. Shoot, if I go to the Dollar Tree and I find it, I'm gonna grab it. I don't really care. But I would go ahead and get all the clumps out the best you can right now. Like I was saying, the Swerve, for some reason, I guess because it was getting to the bottom, it was starting to get kind of clumpy. So I want to make sure I get all that out. Plus, you want to see how it does. You want to make sure you get the like the almond flour or whatever gets kind of clumpy. So you want to make sure it's pretty. Most of the clumps are out. Make it easier later when, see, look at that. That's so sickening. I gotta take that joker out. Doesn't matter to you either, Stacy? All right. Just about got it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, and y'all can see what that looks like, just like that. All right, so now I'm going to mix up my wet ingredients. I'm going to slide that over to the side. And I have 4 tablespoons. I have 4 eggs. And I'm just going to lightly beat these eggs. In fact, I might not even dirty up another bowl. I think I can fit it all in there. So 4 eggs. Then I'm going to do a 1/3 cup of butter. I've melted it already. Okay. Mix that in there with it. And then I have, how much did I do? 3/4 cup of pumpkin puree. Yeah, Rose, you definitely do not want clumps. It's kind of frustrating whenever it's like that. All right, so then I have 3/4 cups of pumpkin puree. I'm going to add that in there as well. This would be good, I think, for breakfast. What do y'all think? And I will say, there is a drizzle that you can put on top. I'm still debating. Y'all need to let me know. Should we put a drizzle on top? I haven't decided whether I want to or not. So I'm just mixing that together, all the wet ingredients. And then I'm going to put it in the dry. I'm just trying to mix this up best I can before I slide it over without making a mess. I'm trying not to get all over my counter. Hey, Kathy. Thanks for joining me. Hey, Tara. We are making pumpkin bread. I'm so excited. All right, so I think that's pretty well mixed. All right, so now we're going to pour that in here. And you guys don't stress out about the ingredients, because I will put all of this in the description when I'm finished. I'm hoping, so we have church tonight, I'm hoping I get this done in time. All right, let me get, where is my spoon? There it is. It smells so good. So what y'all having for supper? Y'all tell me. Y'all say drizzle. I need to make this. I figured y'all probably will say that. Yeah, it's like corn. It's going to have, let me see what I put in it. I got powdered Swerve, butter, cream, vanilla. And then if you want to add like crushed walnuts on top, you totally can do that. I figured y'all was going to ask for the drizzle. I mean, why not, right? It's already looking really good. And that coconut flour, remember I said it absorbs moisture? Like you can totally tell it's like sucking it up. of scrape the bottom because I have some that's like stuck down there. Slinging it everywhere. I'm about to stick my hands in it. Hey, Christina, you're making chicken cordon bleu. That sounds really yummy. Yes, Brooke, totally do that. I am almost done mixing, I promise. Just a little bit on the bottom. I want to mix in. All right, I think we're good. All right, so that's the dough, okay? And then I'm going to, so what I do is I got just like a loaf pan, and I have parchment paper in here, so it's good to go. So all I need to do is dump this in the pan. Remember I said I'm trying real hard not to make a mess, but you know, it is what it is, right? Let's stick that back in there. I'm pretty excited about this. Pumpkin everything, right? Making stuffed chicken breast with mushrooms and broccoli. That sounds amazing. Hey, Sally. I'm doing good. I'm actually just rushing because I'm trying to get this done before, or hopefully it'll be done before I have to go to church because I need to stick it in the oven for an hour. And church is in an hour. So we will see. All right, so that is it. Like I said, I will take a picture of it and put it in the comments whenever it comes out. So that's what it looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and stick it in the oven. It's on 325. Okay, so since y'all asked nicely, I'll do the drizzle. I just might have to get all the stuff out. You could do, yeah, that's a great idea, Mary, with the sugar-free chocolate chips on it. All right, so for the drizzle, let me grab my stuff because I didn't get it out. You're gonna need powdered Swerve, butter, cream, vanilla, and that's it. So hold on just a second. Can y'all y'all put in the comments, let's see, what's another pumpkin thing you'd like to see keto? Do that real quick while I get the stuff. All right, there's the powdered Swerve. Now we're gonna need butter. And what y'all want? Cream. What else did I say? Butter, cream, vanilla. And then I think that's it. Perfect. All right, we did it. All right, you guys. All right, so for the butter, I'm gonna need it soft. So what I'm gonna do, it says only a tablespoon and a half. Don't mind me. Right there. And I'm going, where'd my bowl go? I'm gonna stick it in the microwave just to soften it up for a second. Muffins, pumpkin pie, pumpkin roll. It's a good one. All right, let me stick this in here. There's 15 seconds. See if we can get that soft. All right, so we're gonna do a tablespoon and a half of powdered Swerve. Tiramisu. Julia, I'm gonna have to look that up for you. All right, tablespoon. Where is my tablespoon? Oh, I see it. I must have used it and didn't realize it. Why does that look so, oh, I know what it was. Riley made her lunch earlier today and used it. That's what it was. Pumpkin soup, pumpkin roll, pumpkin cheesecake. I actually want to make a pumpkin cheesecake, so I might be with you, Tammy. Huh?
I said, I hear you were pumpkin.
Riley's like, I hear pumpkin. She's just as excited about it as I could. Vicky, I'm sure you could probably do this like a cupcake. All right, so we're going to do a tablespoon and a half of powdered Swerve. There's one. And then a half of one. Okey-doke. And then we're gonna do a tablespoon and a half, which I already measured that out. That's softened. No, it's not. Soften that up a little bit more. All right, we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of cream. Robin, you want me to do a cookbook? I stay so busy, I don't know, I'm gonna have to try. 2 tablespoons of cream. There's 1, 2. Okay. Hopefully my butter is good. Okay, and then we're gonna do 1/8 of a teaspoon of vanilla. This is gonna be tricky. All right, there's that. So I got the Swerve, the butter. Nope, don't have the butter in there. Let's do that now. Okie doke. Okay, now I will say what you need to do is when you mix this up, let me grab a spatula or something. When you mix this up and then you take your pumpkin bread out of the oven and you let it cool, make sure you stick a toothpick in it to make sure it comes out clean. If it's not clean, stick it back in there for a few minutes. What you're gonna do is you will drizzle this over, but if it's too runny, if it's too thick, then you can add a tad bit of water at a time, okay? Y'all all want a cookbook? I reckon that'll have to be a new project for me. I'll figure it out. But yeah, just add some water to this and it'll thin it out and then it'll drizzle better. And I've done it like doing like sour cream and stuff over like tacos and stuff. It does work if you just add a tad bit of water and enough so that whenever you take the spoon, it should it's not doing anything. That's too thick. So I might just add some in there so I can show you what I'm talking about. It's because my butter wasn't completely soft yet. That's what it is. I'm gonna pour it in here so y'all can see what I'm doing. And I don't know if y'all saw or not in my stories, but we have these puppies and they are literally tearing up the world outside. Like, they have destroyed my rug. They have started chewing on my rocking chairs. I don't know what to do. Like, I've bought them chew toys. I have, like, every package that is delivered on the front porch, they keep, like, tearing to smithereens. I'm, like, about to lose my mind. Okay, so see how that's kind of thick? It's not super thin, which the butter is not as melted as it should be. But what I'm going to do is I'll add a little bit of water to it and show y'all what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to do a tad. Okay. Mix it up. And then, see, it's still not doing it. So I need to add a little bit more. Until it becomes like a drizzle, if that makes sense. See how that looks a little bit better? And then you can crumble up some walnuts on top. Puppies, they are German short-haired pointers. And they're so cute, but they are so bad. And we say that they have personalities like my children because we have 2 of them. And the other, okay, so they're the same age, obviously, they're brothers. But the bigger one is Riley's and the smaller one is Sophie's, go figure. Their personalities are very similar to my children. Like Jep, the bigger one, the one that's Riley's, like he's so laid back and just kind of just hangs out. And then Jace, which is the little one, is Sophie's. He is just as rambunctious as all get out. Like he just goes all over the place. He's just like, it's ridiculous. Like, anyway. So we said we appropriately gave them to our children because they are just like them. I kind of want to melt this a little bit more because the butter is just not wanting to cooperate. Anyway, I will take a picture of this. If you guys want to see it, make sure you come back. And I will also post a picture of it in my stories. I've been doing that lately so y'all can see it. If you want the recipe, I'll upload that in just a few minutes. you know this was from last night, but it's Old Bay Cajun seasoning. Yes, it is. It's a Cajun seasoning. You use it for like crab boil and just all kinds of stuff. They are, how old are the boys? They are, I think they were born in October. They're almost a year old. Like they're, I'm just ready for them to get out of this phase. Anyway, so I appreciate you guys for joining me tonight. If you will drop group in the comments if you want to get into my recipe group, I am going to drop this recipe in my recipe group whenever I am finished. So drop group in the comments if you want me to get you in there. Don't forget to share out this video. And if we're not friends already and you want to get into that group, send me a friend request. That's like the first thing that has to happen before I can get you in there. I appreciate you guys. I hope you all have an amazing Wednesday night, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye, you guys.